Emma, let's welcome all of our viewers and guests to our May in Review.
May in Review.
What sort of month was May, Emma?
May was good. May was good. It was good. It had its ups and downs.
Yeah.
It had its ebbs and flows, May. But look, we had a few new projects that we put on, and we went to Brisbane. Brisbane was great. That was really nice little buffer for May for us, and all good things are coming from Brisbane at the moment, which has been really, really promising. Melbourne a little bit flatter than what we would have hoped and wanted.
You're right. We've had a benefit of travelling to Sydney and Brisbane, and just the vitality and the vibrance.
Yeah.
Sydney seems to be more vibrant than Melbourne at the moment, and then Brisbane is the next level up. It was great, and it was like Melbourne of 15 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We were out, went to dinner that night with the crew.
Moo Moo's, was it Moo Moo's?
Moo Moo's, yeah.
Yes, we went to Moo Moo's.
Unbelievable food.
Good steak.
But the people in the streets, everyone seemed happy and really vibrant. There was a real buzz about the town.
Definitely.
Melbourne's lost a bit of that, unfortunately. Hopefully it comes back. Maybe this summer it'll click back into it again.
Fingers crossed.
But Brisbane was absolutely brilliant for us.
Yeah, Brisbane was.
I'm so excited, as I know you are,
yes,
about the prospects. We've got a number of large contracts in Sydney, which then said that they'll replicate that in Brisbane for us.
Yep.
We're interviewing lots of staff.
Yeah.
A lot of prospects there
staff,
for customers and staff. So we're not far away. We're about to sign a lease for a building in Eagle Farm.
Yep.
Which will be spectacular. We have 300 pallet locations.
Yep.
Sort of a loading, cross-docking ability, and replicating a model, our successful model here in Melbourne for Brisbane Metro, as we do in Sydney for Metro, our line haul, warehousing, 3PL. So it's all systems go for us. So for us, even though May was a tough month, I mean, the economic look into the future isn't that great for the rest of this year. It's going to be a struggle.
Yes.
But we're sticking to the basics, basic 101 of business. So we're still promoting ourselves.
Yes.
And we're investing within the business to continue growing it. Look, some of the takeaways for May, we've heard from various contacts within the market that some companies are struggling, unfortunately. Their customers are struggling as well, and we're just talking about strategies, and the biggest takeaway I can bring from all the people we've been speaking to, and we've been travelling across 3 different states over the last month, and it's still fresh in my mind, is if you have a strategy in place and not to be fixed in that strategy, you set it for the next 12 months, and a strategy is a living thing. It's not set in cement, concrete, and you've got to stick to it, even though the circumstances may be changing or it may be failing. Oh no, we've got to see it through to the end of the year. Well, no. We say no. From what we've been picking up is it's a living thing, a strategy. You can change it at any time. So if it's not working, reset. Reconfigure your risk models, and if there's a different path that you think would be more lucrative, change it. Change it, and you can change it frequently. You don't need to be fixed to a strategy.
That's right.
Keep your mind open, and those that remain the most flexible and open and innovative in their thinking are going to be able to move with the shifting market. It's like a boiling pot of vegetable soup at the moment.
It is. It's true.
There's a bit of everything. I can see carrots, potatoes and onions, everything in there.
And our word for the start of the year was adaptable.
Yes.
So by being able to adapt to different changes and changing your strategy, it's what's going to make your business grow and flourish.
Absolutely. And in talking to so many people we've been speaking to, you can fall into a trap. You've had success, so you automatically believe that the next venture will be a success. I tell you what, how many people we've come across that have been caught out. The recipe, the approach has now changed. The market's changed. Customers' perceptions have changed. The way they operate have changed. So recipes of the past that may have been successful don't naturally assume it's going to continue on. And some people have received quite a harsh shock, made big investments, and it's failed dismally. So having past success doesn't mean automatic future success. So keep on testing your theories, your thoughts, speaking to your collaborators, to your advisors, and be very careful and tactical and strategic in your next steps. Don't assume it's automatically going to be successful based on previous success. So we meter and check everything very, very carefully. Fortunately, we're very conservative in our thinking as well, so we don't try and overreach too much. There's a big upset in our, I'm not going to mention who, a big upset in our market where they just simply overstretched, well beyond their means, and it's dismally come down crumbling around them. So we're going to be still innovative. We will take calculated risk, but we're going to be conservative in our approach.
We're looking for a number of new roles.
Are we?
New people to join State
When did this
Transport.
happen? Just now?
Yeah, just now. In the last couple of days, in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's all I've been hearing for the last few months. Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
It's good. So we're looking for a Victorian operations manager. We're looking for another BDM for Victoria. We're looking for another BDM for Sydney. And we are looking for 2 BDMs in Brisbane and a potential operations manager in Brisbane. So we've had a couple of candidates come through, but we're still on the lookout. We're still on the hunt for, the person that shines.
Sure.
So, if you are interested in a role and joining State Transport, it's a great time to join. Give me a call on 134 888 or email your resume to emma@statetransport.com.au.
She's a professional. Well done. And we're finding there is a lot of movement in the market, much more than there was obviously 12 months ago, 6 months ago, even 3 months ago.
Yeah, definitely.
There are things are changing in the market, and people are looking.
People are looking,
So we've got
good.
We're doing lots of interviews, and we're looking forward to placing people fairly rapidly.
Yeah.
Because we need to make it happen now before it gets too late in the year.
Yep.
It gets to our peak season, Christmas. It's probably too late. So anyone interested out there, please give us a call. We're ready to hire people immediately for immediate starts.
Project work, Albert. So May, we had a lot of project work come across in May.
We certainly have.
So projects like, a lot of warehouse moves.
Yep.
We've had a lot of, logistics movements for a short period of time. So some of them have come off the wharf.
6 month, 12 month contract work.
So that at the moment we're finding within the industry is quite big. So lots of growth in that space, and we've been lucky to be able to assist with a lot of this project work. So
it's all heavy haulage. Heavy rigids, semis, B doubles.
So the project work came from us opening up our offices in Sydney and in Brisbane, and it's now opening up a whole different avenue.
Which we didn't expect.
No, we didn't expect that. It's opening up a whole different avenue of potential work.
It's like the radar's gone blip. Hey, states in Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. Let's give them a ring. I mean, it's been great. So it's like we found a new market.
It almost is. And it's like we've come up on the radar of a lot of bigger companies at the moment, and we've been sought out and asked if we can supply vehicles and, assist with this project work. And it's been a great little push, and it's been a great growth portion of the business as well.
And these projects could equate to millions of dollars of additional income. So it's been a nice supplement to what's happening in Victoria. But we certainly see a greater prosperity in Sydney and Brisbane at the moment. That's where the growth path 100%. Appears to be. And again, to be fair, we haven't been there before, so we're only seeing potential. So it's been exciting, and I look forward to getting
project work.
Brisbane and then Perth and New Zealand,
South Australia,
America.
Why not?
The Earth, the Mars,
Jupiter.
We're going galactic.
Everywhere.
Don't worry about national. We're going galactic.
We're taking it all the way.
That's probably gone too far now. we need to peg it back a bit.
Albert, Victoria.
Yes, Emma.
Still recovering from COVID. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, look, we find people are just a sense of people are still a little bit tired, a little bit frazzled.
Yep.
The economy isn't ticking as fast as perhaps it should or could be.
Yeah.
And habits have changed. Clients viewing things in different ways.
Yeah.
They're making assessments of whether they think the market's going.
Yes.
And yeah, look, it's a difficult and awkward time, I have to say. People are looking at costing down, being more efficient, more effective. And again, I'd suggest strongly speak to your suppliers. If you've had suppliers for a number of years, there's a reason why you've had those suppliers, because they've obviously been loyal and offered good service. So talk to them first, find out where you can optimise or reduce cost in conjunction with them. Even look within your own business where you can reduce your cost and optimise and better utilisation of services and staff, as we are as well. So look, it's again, we were talking before about strategy and looking within as well as outside the business on how to better place yourself strategically for the plans that you have, and be prepared to change those plans fairly rapidly if they're not working.
Yeah.
So don't be too set in your ways, and expect the unexpected. As we have often spoke about, it seems to be the market of the unexpected. There's certainly a lot of shifts and movements going on.
Yeah. Agree.
So stay liquid, stay fluid.
Yes.
Keep your mind open. Be open to new ideas,
definitely.
new ways of doing business, and that's probably what May and the rest of this year is going to look like. Emma, I can't help but notice you've got scratches and marks all over your hands. What have you been doing?
Gardening.
Therapeutic gardening.
Therapeutic gardening.
Yeah.
Therapeutic gardening.
It's always good to go out and chop a tree. Get stuck into those branches
Yeah, it was good. I had a good Saturday. My hand's not really so good.
No. You should really wear gloves.
I did wear gloves.
I mean now.
Oh.
So the whole team don't need to look at it, but it's a bit scabby.
I know, I look like Scabby Gabby.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks terrible. Because whilst we're trying to move to sustainability in transport, and what are we going to be able to provide, whether it be lithium battery trucks or hydrogen or whatever it is, the EV market is already faltering. It's down 44%. Tesla fell 44% in April. There is a car yard outside Port Melbourne, and it is full of Teslas that do not move.
So what's your company car?
My company car is a Tesla.
So are we getting rid of it?
So we're going to Tesla later on this week to see what we can do.
So you're going to offload it before we lose too much?
Offload it, yeah.
Because sorry, go on.
No, you go.
No, it's just you go first.
But it's like,
okay, if I can say something. No. In Europe, they're saying it's a disposable item now.
So what happens?
It's like
to
a
all
rubbish
these,
bin liner. And once it's done, you throw it out, because no one wants to spend 25, 30 grand to put a new battery in 5 years, because a car will only be worth 15 or it's just ridiculous.
So everyone is pushing for sustainability in transport and logistics, but what is that sustainable choice? What is that option?
Yeah.
What have we got?
I'd say we've been conned by Elon Musk.
100%.
We've all been drawn
into
this electric, green, it's great. And now it looks like they're moving to some new technology, either hydrogen or ammonium.
And that's not even set in stone yet, is it?
No. Well, I think they've stopped all the infrastructure in Europe. They're not putting up any more electrical refueling stations for the electric vehicles. They're cutting back, and all the governments seem to be doing it. So there is something on the wind. They know there is something that's going to replace it, that's going to be more reliable and use less resources than what the electric and all the precious metals that we're running out of makes battery manufacturing unsustainable. It would appear ridiculous.
And it's like, what do you do with the battery after as well? How do you dispose of the battery? There is no economical way to dispose of, say, a Tesla battery.
And the pollution it creates to create those batteries is enormous.
Yeah.
And then it says, it's clean energy, but it's coming from a power station somewhere. And it's quite apparent that wind power, solar power is not going to cut it. For us to have economical energy, we need nuclear power stations here in Australia, and we need 6 or 10 of them.
Yep.
And I'd be voting all for them. Let's go nuclear. Cheap power. It's running all around in other countries around the world. Why haven't we got it here?
Yep.
And the biggest contradiction is that we dig up millions of tonnes of coal, send it to other countries to burn, but we're shutting down our coal
we're
stations
moving
here.
to electric.
It's like, we'll send it to the other countries, they can burn it and produce and contribute 20-30% to carbon emissions, but
we can't
but
use
we
it
don't.
now.
But we're happy to sell it to them.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem weird that we can do that? That we're willing to sell it. So if we're a fair income, we'd say we're not going to sell our coal.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it in
We're
the
gonna keep
ground
it.
because we don't want you to pollute the atmosphere.
Absolutely.
And the wheel spins. So if it pollutes over there, eventually it's going to come around to us. It's going to pollute all of us.
We're all
so
on the same planet.
it seems like a very ill-thought plan.
Agree.
So why penalise ourselves now? We can build clean coal-powered electrical power station. We can do that now. So I don't know why we're not doing it. It's right under our feet.
Yeah.
It just seems dumb. I always thought for years, why can't we have a highway dedicated to trucks and a separate one for passenger vehicles?
Yeah.
Why can't we have it split? And it would run more efficiently. The truck lanes would have no lights. They can go straight through.
Yeah.
And the passenger vehicles, well, they do their stop-start, going to the shops or whatever they're doing.
Yep.
But certainly, I think, yeah, the biggest cost is a truck coming to brake and slow down and then restart up again. It burns up it's the least effective use of the engine and the most pollution producing is the slowing down and the starting up. Once it's running, it's very efficient. So, if you had a wish list on things to improve, it would be separate highway for trucks, commercial vehicles, separate for passenger.
And no tolls.
And no tolls. They have no
Because
lights,
we
no
are a
tolls.
commercial vehicle where...
Straight through.
Yeah,
Things would get delivered a lot quicker.
absolutely.
These are on the long haul routes.
Yeah.
But even around town, get one side of the city to the other, a dedicated carriageway just for commercial trucks, the big trucks, so they can get around quicker. That would be big saving for the climate,
Yeah, it would.
for resources, everything, and better lead times.
Absolutely.
And better safety for the drivers, better fatigue management, better everything.
Yeah, agree.
Okay. Well, Emma, another exciting month in May.
Yep.
With all its ups and downs and
Yes.
the changing landscape.
Yeah.
Thanks for your input. We covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Everything from EVs to Sydney and Brisbane, what's going on around
Yeah.
the country for us.
Yeah.
So, again, thanks for everyone for listening. I look forward to catching up in July.